Hello everyone! Welcome to our video on metal recycling. Today, we will be exploring the world of metal recycling and uncovering the many benefits it offers to both the environment and our economy. So let's dive right in. Metal recycling is the process of collecting, sorting, processing, and reusing different types of metals to create new products. This is an essential practice as it helps conserve natural resources, reduces energy consumption, and decreases the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. By recycling metals, we can significantly reduce the need for extracting and refining raw materials, which greatly impacts our environment. Metal recycling is crucial for sustainability as metals are finite resources that cannot be replenished at the current rate of consumption. Recycling metals helps conserve these precious resources and reduces the environmental impact of mining and processing new metal. This introductory slide sets the stage for the importance of metal recycling and the need to find sustainable solutions. The image on the right provides a visual representation of a metal recycling facility, showing the process of sorting and processing metal scrap. This slide lays the foundation for the rest of the presentation, which will dive deeper into the specifics of metal recycling. Metal ores like iron ore are finite resources, meaning they exist in limited quantities on Earth. As we continue to extract and use these ores, the reserves dwindle over time, raising concerns about future metal availability. The demand for metals is growing as industries expand and populations increase, putting pressure on these limited ore resources. We need to be mindful of the finite nature of these resources and consider sustainable ways to meet our metal needs going forward. One of the most common metals that are recycled is aluminum. Aluminum recycling requires only a fraction of the energy compared to producing new aluminum from raw materials. In fact, recycling aluminum saves up to 95% of the energy required to produce aluminum from scratch. Additionally, recycling aluminum prevents the emission of harmful greenhouse gases that are generated during the extraction and refining processes. Metal ores are finite resources, and extracting new metal can have significant environmental impacts. Recycling metals helps conserve these natural resources for future generations. Recycling metals reduces greenhouse gas emissions, energy consumption, and landfill waste. It also helps prevent pollution from mining and processing new metals, providing important environmental benefits. Recycling metals is cost-effective as it saves energy and resources compared to using new metals. It can also create jobs and stimulate local economies, offering economic advantages. Recycling metals promotes sustainable practices and encourages individuals and businesses to make responsible choices that benefit the environment and society, demonstrating social responsibility. Metal recycling has significant environmental benefits. It conserves natural resources, reduces energy use, and lowers greenhouse gas emissions. Recycling metals is much more efficient than mining and processing raw materials. It takes far less energy and produces far fewer emissions. For example, recycling aluminum requires only 5% of the energy needed to produce new aluminum from bauxite ore. This saves a huge amount of energy and reduces the carbon footprint. Similarly, recycling steel, copper, and other metals avoids the environmental damage and pollution associated with mining and smelting virgin materials. By recycling metals, we can meet our needs for these essential materials while dramatically reducing our impact on the planet. This makes metal recycling a crucial part of building a sustainable future. Copper, brass, and lead are also commonly recycled metals. These metals have high recycling rates due to their various applications in electrical wiring, plumbing, and even batteries. Recycling these metals not only reduces the need for mining and refining but also conserves water, as the process requires significantly less water than the production of primary metals. Metal ores are finite resources that are becoming increasingly scarce. Recycling is crucial to conserving these precious materials for future generations. Mining operations can disrupt delicate ecosystems and damage important habitats. By recycling, we can reduce the need for new mining, helping to preserve biodiversity. Mining leaves behind scars on the natural landscape. Recycling minimizes the need for new mines, protecting our precious natural environments. Recycling is a key strategy for conserving natural resources, preserving biodiversity, and minimizing the environmental impact of resource extraction. It's an important part of creating a more sustainable future. Recycling metals is much more energy efficient compared to extracting new metals from ore. For example, recycling aluminum requires only 5 kilowatt-hours per ton, while producing aluminum from bauxite requires 14,000 kilowatt-hours per ton. Similarly, recycling iron takes 2,500 kilowatt-hours per ton versus 15,000 kilowatt-hours per ton for iron production from ore. This significant reduction in energy consumption has a major impact on lowering greenhouse gas emissions and reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. By promoting metal recycling, we can contribute to a more sustainable future. Metal recycling is a powerful way to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and environmental impact. Mining and refining virgin metals is an energy-intensive process that releases a lot of carbon dioxide and other pollutants. By recycling metals instead, we can avoid these emissions and work towards a cleaner, more sustainable future. Recycling metals leads to an 80% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions compared to using virgin materials. It also saves about 10% in energy consumption. In total, metal recycling helps avoid 30 million tons of CO2 emissions every year. These are significant environmental benefits that make recycling a crucial part of the solution to climate change. Landfills are quickly reaching capacity as we generate more and more waste. Landfills can release harmful pollutants like methane and leachate, damaging the environment. Recycling metals is crucial to reducing the environmental impact of our waste and preserving natural resources. Metal recycling decreases the need to extract new ores, which can have significant negative consequences for the environment. By recycling metals, we can divert waste from landfills and minimize the environmental hazards associated with waste disposal. The key economic advantages of metal recycling are cost savings, reduced reliance on imports, and stimulating local economies. Recycling metals is significantly cheaper than extracting new metals from the earth. This lower production cost leads to better profit margins for manufacturers. Recycling helps decrease dependence on foreign metal imports, bolstering domestic manufacturing industries and creating a more sustainable supply chain. The recycling industry creates jobs and generates revenue, stimulating local economies and contributing to overall economic growth. The infographic on this slide visually depicts these three main economic benefits of metal recycling through a graph, factory silhouette, and bullet points. Domestic recycling of metals is crucial to reducing our reliance on imported raw materials. Recycling metals allows us to leverage our own domestic resources, which strengthens our national economy and improves supply chain security. Importing raw materials often involves long transportation distances, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions and environmental degradation. By recycling more, we can minimize this environmental impact and support sustainability efforts. Recycling is a key strategy for becoming less dependent on imports and building a more self-sufficient, eco-friendly economy. Metal recycling creates jobs across various sectors, from collection and sorting to processing and manufacturing. Recycling operations contribute to local economies through wages, taxes, and business activity, supporting economic growth. Increased domestic recycling reduces the need for imported metals, which helps strengthen local industries. Recycling facilities often partner with local businesses, fostering collaboration and resource sharing to improve resource management. Metal recycling has significant social impacts beyond just environmental benefits. One key impact is job creation. Recycling activities like collection, sorting, and processing create new employment opportunities in various sectors. Recycling programs also encourage community engagement and environmental stewardship as people get involved in responsible waste management practices. Additionally, recycling initiatives help raise awareness and educate people about the importance of sustainability and protecting the environment. The recycling industry creates a wide range of job opportunities, from material handlers to engineers. These jobs support local economies and contribute to the overall well-being of communities. Recycling provides employment for both skilled and unskilled workers, stimulating economic activity and reducing unemployment. The recycling process involves various sectors like collection, sorting, processing, and manufacturing, all of which generate job opportunities. The vibrant, positive atmosphere illustrated in the image reflects the dynamic nature of the recycling industry and the diverse workforce it employs. Recycling is a crucial part of creating a sustainable future for our planet. By educating the public about the benefits of recycling, we can foster a sense of responsibility and encourage more people to adopt sustainable practices. Community-based initiatives like recycling programs, collection drives, and educational workshops are effective ways to get people involved and raise awareness. Collaboration between different industry stakeholders like manufacturers, recyclers, and government agencies is essential for building a truly sustainable circular economy. When we all work together, we can make a real difference in reducing waste and protecting the environment. Recycling metals is crucial for the environment and the economy, so it's important to raise public awareness about the benefits. Public education campaigns can inform citizens about the environmental and economic advantages of metal recycling. Schools and community organizations play a key role in educating future generations about the importance of metal recycling and promoting sustainable practices. Involving communities directly in recycling efforts, such as organizing recycling drives and educational workshops, can encourage active participation and a sense of responsibility. Recycling processes can be hampered by contamination from nonmetallic materials or impurities within the metal itself. This can make it difficult to extract and purify the metal for reuse. Efficient collection systems and cost-effective transportation networks are essential for maximizing the amount of recyclable metal that is actually collected and brought to processing facilities. Sorting and processing recyclable metal can be complex, requiring specialized equipment and trained personnel to properly separate, clean, and prepare the metal for reuse. Investing in advanced sorting and processing technologies can improve the efficiency and reduce the costs of the recycling process, making it more viable and sustainable. Metal recycling is crucial, but contamination and impurities can be a major challenge. Mixed materials like plastics or paper can get mixed into the metal stream, reducing its quality and value. Corrosion and oxidation can also contaminate metals, impacting their purity and recyclability. Some metals may even contain hazardous substances like lead or mercury, requiring specialized handling and treatment. Addressing these contamination issues is key to maintaining the quality and value of recycled metals. Metal recycling starts with efficient collection of recyclable metals from households, businesses, and industrial facilities. A proper sorting at the collection point is crucial to minimize contamination and ensure materials are directed to the right recycling facilities. Once collected, the recyclable metals are transported to recycling facilities. This requires careful planning to optimize routes and use fuel-efficient vehicles in order to minimize transportation costs and environmental impact. Optimizing the transportation process is an important consideration to reduce the carbon footprint of metal recycling. Metals are sorted by type, size, and purity to separate ferrous from non-ferrous metals. This categorization is important to ensure the final recycled metal product meets quality standards. Metals then go through a cleaning process to remove contaminants like dirt, plastic, and other debris. Cleaning the metals is crucial to producing high-quality recycled material. Finally, the metals undergo various processing methods like melting, crushing, and shredding. These processing steps transform the metals into usable forms that can be remanufactured into new products. Technological advancements are revolutionizing the metal recycling industry, improving efficiency and sustainability. Automated sorting systems using advanced robots and AI can accurately sort materials, reducing contamination and maximizing metal recovery. High-tech processing facilities with innovative machinery enhance efficiency and reduce energy consumption during metal processing. Closed-loop systems with digital tracking and traceability enable efficient material flow, minimizing waste, and maximizing resource utilization. Continuous research and development in metal recycling technology is paving the way for more sustainable and efficient practices. Global metal recycling rates have been steadily increasing over the past decade, rising from 40% in 2010 to 50% in 2020. However, there is still room for improvement. Factors like contamination, lack of infrastructure, and public awareness continue to limit recycling efforts. To boost recycling rates further, governments and industries need to collaborate on solutions. This includes policies that incentivize recycling, investments in infrastructure, and public education campaigns. With the right strategies in place, we can make significant progress in closing the gap and achieving even higher metal recycling rates in the years to come. Government regulations play a crucial role in promoting metal recycling by setting targets, establishing standards, and incentivizing responsible practices. Extended Producer Responsibility (EPR) programs hold manufacturers accountable for the environmental impact of their products, including recycling and waste management. Governments can provide financial incentives, such as tax breaks, subsidies, or grants, to encourage businesses and individuals to recycle metals. Public awareness campaigns educate consumers about the benefits of metal recycling and encourage participation in recycling programs. Producers are held accountable for the entire life cycle of their products, including how they are disposed of and recycled at the end of their useful life. Producers are required to design their products to be more recyclable, and they must contribute financially to recycling programs to help cover the costs. Producers may be incentivized, through policies or regulations, to use more recycled materials in their products and incorporate eco-friendly designs that facilitate recycling. This approach promotes collaboration and shared responsibility between producers, recyclers, and consumers to improve overall recycling rates and reduce waste. Financial incentives like tax credits or rebates can encourage individuals and organizations to recycle metals. Deposit return systems, where a small fee is charged for certain metal products, can incentivize recycling and promote responsible disposal. Promoting public awareness campaigns and involving communities in recycling initiatives can foster a sense of ownership and responsibility. Holding producers accountable for the environmental impact of their products encourages them to design more sustainable and recyclable metals. A circular economy model focuses on minimizing waste and maximizing the use of resources. The key principles are reuse, recycle, and reduce. Reuse involves giving metal products a new life, extending their usefulness. Recycling converts metals into new products, keeping materials in use. Reducing metal consumption minimizes the need for virgin materials. This approach promotes sustainability and reduces the environmental impact of metal production and consumption. The circular economy emphasizes the value of resources and encourages sustainable practices throughout the product lifecycle. The main idea of this slide is closing the loop, a circular economy approach where materials are reused and repurposed instead of being discarded after a single use. On the left, we discuss how this reuse and repurposing of materials is key to this circular economy. On the right, we highlight how this approach leads to a more sustainable future by reducing reliance on virgin materials, minimizing waste, and conserving natural resources for generations to come. The key message is that by closing the loop, we can build a more sustainable future through a circular economy. The future of metal recycling is being transformed by exciting new technologies and approaches. Automation with robots and AI is improving efficiency and accuracy in metal recycling operations. Closed-loop recycling systems will be crucial for minimizing waste and maximizing resource recovery. Innovative technologies like plasma arc melting will enable the processing of complex metal mixtures. Global collaboration and the sharing of best practices will be a key driver of progress in metal recycling worldwide. Metal recycling is constantly evolving with new technologies and advancements. Advanced sorting systems using AI are improving efficiency and reducing contamination. Researchers are exploring new recycling processes like hydrometallurgical methods to extract metals from complex waste. The goal is to achieve a truly circular economy for metals by closing the loop. The image shows a futuristic recycling plant with robots sorting scrap metal in a dynamic, colorful setting. This highlights the innovative and forward-looking nature of the metal recycling industry. Metal recycling is essential for a sustainable future. It conserves resources, reduces emissions, and creates a healthier planet. The photo shows a diverse group of people working together to recycle metals with a positive, hopeful tone. This represents the collaborative effort required to make progress on sustainability. We all have a role to play in embracing responsible recycling practices. By doing so, we can make a real difference in building a more sustainable future. I encourage everyone to get involved in metal recycling initiatives in your communities. Every contribution counts towards creating a greener, more circular economy. Together, we can create a better world through sustainable practices like metal recycling. Let's all do our part to make it happen. So, the next time you have metal waste, remember to recycle it and contribute to a more sustainable future. Thank you for watching, and until next time.